Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Sadowski, and I thought it would be a good idea to include the benchmark spelling lesson of the week because I do know that these spelling skills do show up on our weekly assessments, and it's a good idea just to review some things, even if we think you might already know them. So, the focus of this week's lesson is to talk about the hard G sound versus the soft G sound, as well as the hard C sound and the soft C sound. Now, the hard G is going to be the G, like go and get. Okay, you hear that G. It's a hard, it's more oomph to it. Whereas the soft G sound would be like giraffe, age. Okay, it's that J, kind of like a J sound, but it's made with the letter G. When we're talking about the hard C, we're going to be talking things like cat, catch, cough, that k. So again, it's more of a oomph to it. Whereas the soft C sound would be like in ice and in science. It's that kind of like the letter S. So anytime you have the G or the C making a sound of another letter, that's when they're being soft because they're letting somebody else push them over and take over their sound, right? But when they're hard, they make the G and the K. All right. So here's what it looks like on paper. So I actually have a benchmark reader with me, and I've written along the side here the hard G, the soft C, I'm sorry, soft G, soft C, and hard C. Okay, and I'm going to read this to you because I thought this was kind of interesting to read about fossil fuels. It gives you a little bit more information. So it says fossil fuels. What's the story? Why are fuels like gasoline, coal, and natural gas called fossil fuels? The reason is that they come from plant and animal remains, or fossils. Millions of years ago, Earth was covered by water. When plants and animals died, they sank to the ocean floor. As the years passed, they formed a dark, spongy substance called peat. Over millions of years, sand and rocks gradually buried the peat deeper and deeper. Eventually, the fossils of the plants and animals returned into oil, coal, and natural gas. Today, we burn those products for fuel, and that's why oil, coal, and natural gas are called fossil fuels. So, in this paragraph, I'm hoping that you saw some of our G's and our C's, like gasoline and coal, and the word called, the word gas. I'm sure there's more hiding in there that you guys might see that I might not see right away. The word come. Let's see if I can find, covered. Looking through, ocean has a C in it. Sponge. G, substance with that C in there. There's that word called. Looking for more C's and G's. Gradually. Deeper and deeper. Let's see if we have any more. There's that word coal. There's gas again. There's products. There's coal again. Gas again. And the word called again. Okay, so if we look at these words, the word gasoline, do you hear that G in the gasoline? That's going to go in our hard G section. Gasoline. The word coal, do you hear that K? That's going to be a hard C. That's coal because it makes the K sound. Gas would be G, like gasoline. So we've got the G sound. Called, again, K. You're going to have that hard C sound. Come, the word come is also a hard C sound. Let's see, what other words do we do? Covered. Covered is going in hard C. Let's see, the word ocean. Do you see how the C says the S? So ocean is more of a soft C sound. Spongy, it makes that J sound. So spongy is going to go over here. Substance. That's going to go over here because that C is making more of the S sound. Called. Do we have called? We do already. Gradually. It's got the G to it. So we're going to put the gradually over here. Coal, I believe we have already. Products. Products is going to have this. Products. Okay. Coal, gas, and called we already have. So here you have it. Just from that first paragraph alone, we've got our hard G. This is more of the J sound, right? Soft C is more of an S sound, and our hard C. Now, in case you wanted to hear the rest of the article, so what's the problem with using our fossil fuels? Let's continue the story. Every living thing that has carbon in it. For example, a 100-pound person is 18 pounds of carbon. When we burn a fossil fuel to generate electricity or power a car, boat, or plane, we release the carbon stored in the fuel. For example, 1 gallon or 6 3/10 pounds of gasoline produces about 20 pounds of carbon dioxide, or CO2. Carbon dioxide, or CO2, is a greenhouse gas. It works to trap heat in Earth's atmosphere. This is good, but only up to a point. An increase in CO2 in the atmosphere can cause Earth's temperature to rise, changing our planet's climate. So what's being done? Many nations realize the importance of substituting other sources of energy for fossil fuels. They are looking to wind and solar power, for example, to help meet the world's energy needs. So there you have a little bit more background information tying into this week's reading, along with a short spelling lesson. Take care, boys and girls.